What's your most useful street smart piece of advice? If you're in trouble, that is, lost or searching for something specific, in a foreign country, decide who is going to help you. Do not let someone random approach you and start leading you off to some random ass location just because you were looking lost. By merely looking like you know where you are headed, these people that prey on tourists will completely ignore you. My best bet is always to find a well-dressed person, ideally someone in a business suit or similar, who looks like they have somewhere to be and no interest in talking. They are usually willing to help with quick basic stuff like directions, but they're also very unlikely to frick with you. If you don't feel like you should be somewhere, believe yourself and leave. This advice is underrated. People don't listen to their gut as much as they should. If you're meeting someone on one of those exchange apps like OfferUp, Close5, or even Craigslist, always meet in a public and well-lit area, preferably one with cameras. McDonald's and Starbucks are safe bets for me. Never bring strangers to your house. Even if nothing goes wrong, they might remember where you live and something bad could happen in a few years from the meetup. To piggyback on this, most police stations, at least in the US, have a designated meeting place out front for these types of things. Someone looking to scam you might go to a public place, but probably not right outside the police station. If a person is invading your personal space in an aggressive manner, create some distance and keep a guard up. I've witnessed countless clueless people get knocked the heck out with a sucker punch because they wanted to appear non-threatening to a person who is clearly trying to cause them great bodily harm. Don't walk while staring at your phone. Stop somewhere. Pop inside a store or even a doorway to answer that text. Also turn down the brightness at night. You'll preserve your night vision. Just watch your dang surroundings. 99% of the stuff that'll happen to you is not a stand-up fight where the attacker makes themselves known to you and challenges you to your face. No, usually it's more than one person attacking you from different angles, none of which you expect. My personal safety is more important than your feelings. I used to let people crash at mine after nights out cause I lived in a good spot. One night one of those people abused me. No one was ever allowed to stay over again and they made a fuss. One guy decided to take it super personally and not talk to me for like a year. Too bad. I'm scared. Be aware of what is going on around you at all times in as much as you are able. It's called situational awareness. Keep an eye on the door. If strangers walk up to you asking for money or a moment of your time, especially if they are fast talkers, your answer should be, "Sorry man, I don't have any cash," or "I got to run man," and keep moving. Don't stop in place. Keep the interaction as short as possible. Play stupid. Had a guy standing in the street try and stop me to talk when I was pulling out of a church parking lot. Heck no, I'm not stopping for some random guy in the middle of the street trying to get specially me to stop. Be aware of your surroundings. Look behind you, whether you're walking or driving. If you notice the same car behind you for miles, don't drive home. Go to another location and make 3 right turns. If they're still behind you, they are following you. Once when I left work, I noticed a car behind me for a few miles. They got on and off the highway when I did. Weird. I ended up zigzagging through a random neighborhood just to see, and sure enough, they were following me. Started driving to the nearest police station. They eventually gave up, but I have no idea what that was about. It still freaks me out to this day. If you're in a sketchy part of town and a group of 3-4 dudes politely say "excuse me" or some crap to ask you for a lighter all the time or call you over for literally any reason, get the frick out of there, you fricking idiot. Recently I keep hearing about dumb fucks walking over like "Hey, how can I help?" and getting robbed. I don't understand why this needs to be said, but it clearly does. There is no such thing as glory. Focus on getting things done rather than on getting praise for not having done anything. If you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. Have the ability to avoid sharing personal information, no matter how close to people or peer pressured you are. By the same token, don't ask too many questions. Know which questions to ask. Be polite. I was out smoking outside a bar in my town. Guy started talking to me and asking me my last name, where I live and all sorts of stuff. He got very pee when I wouldn't answer things, starting going on about he could help me making the thousands of dollars a day that he makes. I think I avoided being a drug runner that night. Walk confident but don't walk cocky. If you walk with confidence, it shows that you know how to hold your own. If you walk with cockiness, it shows that you think you know how to hold your own and are itching to prove it. Walk confidently and resting B-face. You'll get told to smile a lot but no one will mess with you. Carry a money clip. Never go to secondary location. Follow your gut, and not in the, my gut told me to wear purple today. A real, true gut feeling is hard to explain, but you'll know it when you feel it. Always listen to that instinct, because it usually only kicks in during extreme instances of fight or flight. Also, always kick for the dong. Engage and show outward signs of friendliness, but not weakness. Confidence and friendliness puts people at ease and also doesn't make you a target. Don't carry crap around with you that you can't afford to replace. Don't tell anyone who asks your shoe size. Don't give anyone rough the impression you're better than them. Mix and match for more effective street survival. Don't be a C. Australian proverb. It's don't be a crap C. Being a good C is encouraged. The best way to win a fight is to never get in one. The second best way is to never go into a fight alone. If you use a wallet and you're in a busy area, keep it in one of your front pockets. Keep it in one of your front pockets. I would extend that to always keep it in your front pocket, zip jacket or any place where your single hand can reach it at no time. Don't mix your honey with your money. In other words, don't hook up with co-workers. Yeah, a manager at my work started dating a guy that she's in charge of. She even makes her boyfriend's schedule. They already moved in together after a month. It's just a matter of time until somebody goes to HR and a conflict of interest hurts one or both of them. Be nice and respectful to all, but trust is earned. If a guy pulls a knife on you and tries to mug you, you take your money clip with a $50 bill. You go, you want my money, go get it, then you run the other direction. It's important to remember the step where you throw it. Look both ways before crossing. The answer on the street is always no. Don't debate. Don't negotiate. Don't even wait for the end of the sob story. Anyone approaches you unsolicited and wants something from you, the answer is a forceful no followed by get the frick away from me if that doesn't work. My version of this is also, don't ever get your wallet out in public if it's not an ATM. Don't sign up to anything in the street or on the doorstep. If a threatening person approaches you looking for a fight, say something that makes sense, implies a history, but is completely nonsensical, but very confidently and calmly. Example, I know but I don't think it will fit. I've been looking at them for a while and they are just too big. The hedges over in Seattle were much smaller, but these are much too tall. They just aren't going to work at all. If the person is processing language, which they typically are, their brain will be very confused. While they are processing the information, context, and your demeanor, they are likely to lose a lot of their adrenaline and be much less likely to fight, at which point you can reason with them or leave. Most people get themselves really hyped up and just need an interruption out of their recursive loop. Walk with purpose and like you belong, people tend to get out of your way. If you see an empty subway car pulling up, it's empty for a reason. Enter at your own risk. 85% of the time, it's the smell. 15% of the time it's a crazy person ranting. Tarmac is a portmanteau of tar and macadam, the latter being named after its inventor, John Loudon Macadam. I give you an upvote, but know that I hate you for this. Neat tidbit though. Don't always stick around to find out. Trust your gut. Don't wear headphones while walking. You just tell people you have something worth stealing and it makes you easier to sneak up on. Don't take shortcuts in dark places at night. Walk around with your head high. No one is going to try and mug someone who looks like they are ready for a fight. People want easy targets. The only people who push for honor in fights are the ones who can win with brute force. Honor doesn't mean crap if you lose. The best way to win a fight is to run away. Joke's on them. These headphones are crap. Don't present yourself as a potential victim. Walking alone and not feeling safe. Clench your fists and start talking to yourself like you're angry. Maybe try to bite the side of your face. People tend to avoid people they think they are already unstable or emotionally volatile. That's so true. Saved my life in Paris, late at night. Robbers don't attack groups, they attack lonely easy targets. So, walk with friends dude. Carry some extra cash in your shoe when visiting a foreign country. If you happen to get mugged, they usually won't check there and this may be all you have left to feed yourself. Find transportation. Get back home. Offer a bribe. Probably sounds extreme, but for people who have had their wallet, passport, ID and all their money taken, even $100 can go a long ways. If a guy attacks you, he expects you to go for the eyes or crotch and can protect against it. They don't expect you to go for the ear, and when you have a grip on someone's ear they will go wherever you want. Preferably a hard surface, at speed. Yes, and or a swift punch to the throat. When someone yells pickpocket, start searching for your wallet in the groin area and exclaim, "Thank God my wallet is safely tucked between my testicles." The pickpocket will see this and assume that the wallet is there. These people usually have very supple and delicate hands, so when they try to take your wallet you will instead get a pleasant fondling to your genital area. If someone is standing a bit too close to you for no reason and then purposefully moves out of your line of sight as you adjust your body position so that you can see them better, they are up to no freaking good. I had a guy sidle up to me a line in Walgreens. He started kind of nervously looking around and shuffling his feet. I go to adjust my stance so I can see him better in my peripheral. He moves to where he's not right behind me. I move again. He moves again. Now it's my turn in line. The guy walks past me and goes outside. I buy my items and the guy is standing out there. I go to walk to my vehicle and he blocks my path. I finally say, "Are we gonna have a problem here?" and finally look him right in the eye. I'm not a killer, but I have legit martial arts training including multiple competitions. I can handle things if need be. The dude mutters something about being on my side then wanders off. Trust your gut and don't let shady M sneak up on you. If you're ever getting kidnapped, try and throw them off their rhythm and never let them take you to the secondary location. To get the best drugs at the lowest prices, always greet with the term yo and inquire politely for the sick drugs. Walk with confidence and don't stare at anyone in the eyes. As a teen I used to play a game where I'd stare at people until they looked at me, then have an unplanned staring contest. I did this until I got punched in the face. I was a freaking idiot. Don't stare at people. Most violence comes with instruction on how to avoid it. Stay off Martin Luther King BVD. You have been visited by the Lord of the Good Boys. Comment who's a good boy to instantly become part of the Good Boy Squad. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.